Hi there, it's Michael Levine, Executive Director of the Mid-Coast Symphony Orchestra. I'm standing here at Rohan's conductor's podium because we're going to find out tonight what he does as conductor and why he's so good.
So a conductor has to take all of us individuals and make us all do the same thing. So we have to trust control of the moment to their idea of the music, and then go along for the ride and hope that their vision can be passed on to all the players. So, we're all individuals, but it's one of those moments where we have to trust in their interpretation and go along for the ride.
Conductor is pretty useful for the whole orchestra, keeping the orchestra in time and going, able to find out how the orchestra interacts with each other so they can point out where to come in, what dynamics to use, and who's playing the melody, that sort of stuff. The conductor is very useful for the cohesion of the orchestra as a whole.
Okay, what I'm doing right now is I'm banging notes into my head. Lots of them, reading through the scores and trying to get the sound of the music in all its layers into my brain so it feels like it's a kind of landscape right now, every rock and tree and hill and so on, so that when I'm conducting the orchestra, it's all right there.
I like working with Rohan because he's fun and inspirational.
Rohan as a conductor is an incredibly collegial person. He's also very creative in putting together his programs, and during rehearsal he's fun, he's nice, and he gives great adjectives on how he wants things to be played.
Rohan's responsible for keeping the tempo and keeping the balance among the instruments. He does that. He does it very well. He's demanding, sets high goals. We don't always make them, and that's okay. We do the best we can. He encourages us to make the most of ourselves.
My primary role is to be a kind of a conduit for the composer's vision, which is not only sound, but is also a spiritual and emotional vision. It's got a lot to do with sort of feeling what the composer was excited about, what he or she wanted to communicate through the music.
So I am constantly amazed by our conductor Rohan's ability to focus. I feel like it's hard enough just counting measure bars, and he has no room for error. Like, he has to be on the entire time, and hats off.
Rohan and I have a special relationship in that he's an instructor of music at Phillips Exeter Academy, and I was there in the class of 1962. So when they inaugurated a new concert hall down there, and they were doing the Academic Festival Overture, what better piece for that? He invited me to come down with my contrabassoon to add to the sound of the orchestra. So there I was playing with a bunch of kids about 50 years younger. It was a whole lot of fun.